What up, people? It's your boy Woody 222 coming at you with another pickup video for today. I got a bunch of shit in the mail today, so I'm about to have a good time. I got a new game I'm gonna play too with this channel. I don't know if I'm gonna do it forever because I don't want to like gross people out, but if you know me, you know I like fart humor. This shit is just hilarious to me. It can never go wrong with a good fart. So we're gonna play a game for this episode, and we'll see how it goes. We're gonna turn on the fart machine and it farts randomly. And we're gonna see when it farts. If I'm saying something like critical that could possibly save the earth and then a fart comes, I just wanna play fart roulette. That's what I'm gonna call it. So we're gonna turn it on right now. It's gonna make a fart and then we'll never know when it's gonna make a fart again. Oops, timer on. All right, so pickups this week. We got some Star Wars, we got some Marvel, we got some Valaverse, we got some Tony's favorite and mine, one of mine. Actually, Joe's is my first, but Tony Legend Series favorite, Mo2 Masterverse, and then one DC figure that I've been eyeing for a minute and it was on clearance far enough for me to grab it. All right, so Star Wars. First, I got another one of these droid decas or whatever they're called. I don't pronounce Star Wars lore and characters' names well. It's just not my strong suit. So that, I needed another one. I sent one to Tony. I need two for myself to be like beside a Sith official on my shelf. I just want that. I got two of each. Robot, trooper, whatever ones I got. Standing in front of like, or on the side of somebody important. I just like that look where it's the person in charge. Then there's two lackeys on the side of them. So I got that multiple times on my shelf. You'll see whenever I get around to this office tour, man, I'm still buying shit for this office, trying to make it presentable to my standards. So it might be a while, not a while, but a couple of weeks, man, something like that. Give me some time, guys. I'm like nuts and OCD about this kind of stuff. So, all right, so back to the pickup stop. Sorry for the ramble. We're going to ramble at the end, though, because we're going to talk about what I think of the latest wave that got released today for Classified. I'm not going to get too in depth. I just want to put my opinion out there and see what people have to say and shit like that. All right. Another Stormtrooper, Imperial Patrol Trooper. Amazon pickup. Cheap. Add to the Stormtrooper army. Black Series Stormtrooper army and Vintage Series. I don't have a lot of them, but I got a lot coming. They just came out with some new wave or something a couple of months ago, so I pre-ordered like 5 of them Stormtroopers, so I can build up my vintage Stormtrooper army. But this guy, I had to get him. He was dirt cheap, and I've got to represent. It was just May, the Power of the Fourth, with Punk and everybody who participated in that. So I had to represent and rescue him. I had to get him off the shelf, off the peg. I didn't get him off a peg. I got him off Amazon, though, for like $8. So I finally had to pull the trigger. You done started something. I did it. Lando, you got to have a Lando anyway. I mean, come on, it's Lando. You just got to have him. If you have a Star Wars shelf and you are slightly above the norm, average collector, you got to have a Lando. I mean, come on. Then I got another one of these book things. I'm just in love with these book things, the figures that they put them in. I'm assuming this is a book. I don't read anything. People know my Star Wars opinion. I got some messages about it and whatever, man. Everybody likes what they like. It's okay, man. We're talking about freaking toys here. I've been saying that for years. I've been saying that since Red Sox Yankees. I'm like, it's a baseball team that you'll never meet. They'd step over you if you were on the street. Like, they're just, stop false idolizing these guys. It's just a baseball team. You can like them without getting super deep into a rivalry and fighting people over. It's not fictional, but it's not a real part of your life. Don't fight people over sports and toys. And it's just crazy to me that I came in this community and there's this in here too. Not a lot, but there's some. And that's what's crazy to me, because we're all adults and we should understand that toys are toys. Adults, toys, not in that meaning, but they go together, but they don't. adults and toys. It's in our psyche, it's not supposed to be what it is in all of our cases. We love them and shit like that. I'm not gonna get super deep on that. You guys can figure that out, but I like this. Back to what I was saying. I took some medicine early today, so I might be rambling, but lucky me, you get to hear Woody 222 talk, because he barely talks, only to this thing. It's crazy. But another one of these book thingies. Is this Velcro, or am I about to rip some tape? All right. But this guy, I think this is he's got a name, but weren't they just called Imperial somethings, or is this something? Oh, he's got the black, so he is different. He's got the helmet, though. I thought it was one of them red guys, because I've been wanting one of them for original trilogy scene. Oh, well. Womp, womp. No, I'm not going to hit the fart machine, because I want to see the random drop. I don't want to mess up the timing. It's already been 6 minutes. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, you're on. All right, I got this real quick off of Amazon. It's a gold fine tip pen. There's 3 of them in there. I'm gonna do that for my piping on my truck. I tried painting it and taping it. It was just a disaster. So I kind of painted over it. That's what's taking so long with that truck. I kind of just put it to the wayside for now, because I don't feel like looking at it, but I'm gonna look at it this week at some point, and I should have a video for that sometime middle of next week or something. I just got to finish the lighting and then the piping on the seat and then seal it up. All right, that's the Star Wars. Next, we're gonna get into the one DC thing I had to get, because this figure just came out. I want to say maybe almost a year ago, not quite, but I saw it back then. But I wasn't paying $65 or whatever the hell this. I remember seeing it, but I wasn't paying that. So I think the colors are dope. I like color, as you can see. Color is my shit. I try to look like Easter egg all the time. Turtle. But anyway, so I got this Annie monitor. I just like the color. He kind of reminds me of Cyclops and shit too. I like his eyes. They're like explosions. I don't know who he is, what he represents. If he's from Superman, Batman, I don't know, but I just like it. So I grabbed this. It was on clearance for like 21 bucks from like $65.99 or something. So I grabbed that. I had to. All right, some Valaverse. I only got a couple. And pretty much whatever's available on Valaverse and Big Bad, I got one of. It happens when I decide to go into a line. My allowance goes quick, but it went quick after today. Holy shit, do I got a story for you? I'll tell you in a minute. But so I got this with the Delta Trooper. This is the green one. I had the weapons pack sitting right here for this. I bought the weapons pack and never bought the Trooper, because there was just like so much shit in the cart. I lost track of things. So whatever, I do gotta get one more thing. I think I gotta figure out how many of these action points you need to get that Condor figure. Everybody that it says points in like money, like back in the day, like G.I. Joe. So that's cool, Mr. Valor. I appreciate that. That's one cool thing. There's more cool things, I'm sure, but that's a cool thing, bro. I needed these for my watcher. So I got these arms off eBay, $5. So now I can put his arms on him. Oops. I got his 2 arms. I just need one more leg. I see you getting a leg for me. That's what the watcher just said to me. So I'm gonna get a leg for him. Keep him straight. Oh, one more Valaverse too. Oh, and this is dope too. They put this in there, kind of like Mezco shit. Tells you to heat up the figures. And then I got Gemini. I needed her. She was the last one. See? Good thing I wasn't too in deep, giving you like the cure to solve earthquakes or something. But anyway, Gemini, this is the only one that was $29.99 that I didn't grab. I had to put some on hold for the next week for my allowance. That's what this was. So, all right. Motu Masterverse. I'm souped about these. I haven't got a few Motu guys in maybe a couple of weeks. So I got new Eternia, Man-at-Arms, Wraith Mace. You told me that you collect just Man-at-Arms. That's pretty dope, man. I like that idea. I collect them all, but I like the idea of just getting the one character, and you know there's always going to be mad variations of you So, of that, not you, of that character. So we got Man at Arms. I had to pull the trigger on this guy because he's up, he's down. I've seen him for this price before a couple times and I never pulled the trigger. He's on Amazon. That's the cheapest place I found him. Buzz Off. Sometimes he's up to $54.99 and he's down to $37. So I got him for $37. I just pulled the trigger. I've been staring at it too much and he's a key character that I want. He's kind of corny, but I like him. I actually had this guy when I was a kid. Little 222 running around the neighborhood with Buzz Off in his one hand and his free Hasbro figures from school in the other hand. But I got him and then one more. This is part of Masterverse. I actually like this line. It's pretty dope. Princess of Power. I got Katra. I needed her for the Princess of Power shelf. They got dope villains in She-Ra, so that's why I'll collect She-Ra. I'm not ashamed to say it. I'm wearing a shirt that's bluish with pink on it. But I'm secure in my masculinity, so I'm cool. All right, and I'm trying to build this figure. I didn't want to, but I want to get the Build-A-Figure Ant-Man from Marvel. I want to have that for my MCU shelf because it'll be something different on the shelf rather than everybody being 6 inches. Nobody's really taller besides, you know, I got Ultron. I got the I got Ironmonger. So I wanted a couple more taller figures. So Cassie Lang, I'm trying to build this. This guy, I'll find a spot for him somewhere in here. I just bought a bunch of shelves so I can try to get things out of bins and stuff like that. I decided I'm gonna move my Valaverse. I got them over there for now, but I'm gonna move them downstairs. They might as well be with G.I. Joe. I got room on the island. I got a whole back side of the island that I haven't even touched yet. So I don't think there'll be too many more Masterverse figures, maybe another 30, but I got room for that already. I needed this for the MCU shelf, Wasp. And I like this outfit. She got the leg. This Quantumania outfit she had was dope. I needed this for the Marvels, even though, like I said, it's the only one I've never been all the way through. I've tried to watch it twice on 2 occasions and just didn't make it. Something came up and I fell asleep the other time. But Photon, I needed her. She's part of it, and she's actually a pretty dope character if you think about it. The movie was, I don't want to say trash. It was okay. It's what I seen. I wish there was just more action in it. I like these kind of movies because I'm an action junkie and I like comedy. That's what I like. So I need action. I don't really care about dialogue because I can figure it all out anyway. I can put my own story in my head while I'm watching something. That's all gravy to me. So Photon. I'm building a Leaning Tower of Marvel over here. This guy, this is another guy, like a Sharon Ross guy, like, no, Sharon Carter guy, not Sharon, I'm thinking of Betty Ross. But anyway, Kraglin, you need him. He did become part of the Guardians on the 3rd movie, so he got Yondu's arrow with the whistle, so, not the whistle, you whistle with your mouth, but, and he's got a cool blast effect. I mean, it looks like the thing. So I figured I'd give it a try. I have this build. I have a few parts for this Cosmo, but I'm not in a rush to build it. So I'll just add this to the parts. So I think this is my 3rd part for this. So I'll either keep it or end up selling a lot of Build-A-Figure parts. I haven't decided yet, but people already hit me up if I decide to do anything with it. Let them know. So I will let you know when I actually decide. But I haven't yet, so no worries. All right, last one for Marvel. This is for the Cassie Lang too. I got the head, so Egghead. That's what, I don't know. I just don't know. Just like Reed Richards opposite or something. I don't know comics people, and you know that, so I just need a leg. I need a leg. And I wish maybe his head, I might have to fodder this guy and take that head off and put a regular head on it. Maybe I can use it as a background character or something when I build my city dial. I've been thinking about that in my head too. That's coming up. And it's summer. It's nice out. I'm going to have to tell my wife to park our cars outside the garage so I can work in there. I don't get to even park in the garage. My car stays outside. her cars stay in the driveway because she got a little sports car. She likes that little weird sports car thingies, them 2-seater thingies. She's a little younger than me. I'm 45. She's 38. So that was her generation, that Fast and the Furious little type cars. It's not no muffler tip though. I won't allow that. Those things aggravate me. But anyway, sorry, that's pickups. Let's just get into my opinion real quick while I build this watcher about the drops today. I do want to say something right off the rip that I saw. I was actually on it on work and kind of found a quiet corner. Took a break from building subs for a minute. I usually do that if I'm at work during a drop. But there was some disgusting behavior in there, man, today. I gotta say, man, people talking about Hasbro people. Like, they're just people. Back to Punk's point and whoever he got it from. It's not Punk's point, but he turned it into a soundbite. Like, they're toys, man. I don't get it, man. Who is that angry over a piece of plastic that just fills a hole? If you don't like it, buy another piece of plastic to fill that hole. There's always going to be something you want. It's just the nature of the game of collecting. But I'm not going to hone on it and say much, but damn, people, like, none of them people are ever going to watch this video, but damn, I mean, saying people are going to look like the Kool-Aid man, they're going to bust through the door, like, and you know who I'm talking about. That's crazy, man. I mean, Jesus, we're past this point in 2024 where we're just shaming everybody, man. As somebody who got shamed when I was a kid, it's just not cool, man. And every fight I ever been in my life was to stand up to a bully. I'm just going to say that. I don't like that kind of behavior. It bothered me since I was a kid, and I grew up in a rough neighborhood, so there's always bullies. If you grew up in the bricks and stuff like that, you know what I'm talking about, man. There's those people, and they always get what's coming to them. Most of them have, to this day, that I know. There's always something that karma will get you, man. Like I said 2 months ago, it plays the long game. It plays any game it wants. It's crazy. You got to think about what you're doing and how you're representing yourself out there at all times. But anyway, back to the G.I. Joes. I digress. Sorry. Just was spitting knowledge right there. But out of the 4 figures, my favorite is definitely the Iron Grenadier. I mean, I don't care what people's opinion is about it. I think it looks cool as fuck. I love the helmet. That helmet is dope. I saw people dissing the helmet in the chat. I'm like, Jesus. During the Hasbro live stream, I'm like, this helmet is dope. I understand what you want, but you got to classify it up, people. You got to. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's the line. It's not going to be perfect. That's what the retro's for. But my least favorite character, which I wanted to be my favorite character, I got to say, is Storm Shadow V2. I mean, it's not bad. It's just that head neck area looks a little weird to me, but I still bought 4 of them. I mean, whatever. We're talking about toys, people. But anyway, so if I had to rank them, I would say number 1, Iron Grenadier. Number 2 is the Iron Grenadier Bat. Number 3 is Alpine, even with his face sculpt. And then 4 would be Storm Shadow. But out back to Alpine, I feel like the goggles and the hat are going to do that face justice. I know it looks weird without them on there, but I think it's going to look good when you actually put the goggles and the hat on, because the hat comes down low like this, just above his eyebrows. The goggles will be there, so you're only going to see from here down. So I think it's gonna turn out all right, people. And the bat, man, with the gold, it reminds me of Trip C's mech he did for the Aaron the Toy Enhancer contest, which I even put that in the mail today, bro. It's on its way. I got the track, and I'll text you the night before or something. It's supposed to be there too. You can keep an eye out. But anyway, that Triple C mech suit he made was Iron Grenadier style, so it kind of reminded me of that. That was a dope mech too, by the way, Trip C. Hopefully you win, bro. Because I like that one the best. I like mine, obviously, but it's what I've seen. Tony's is up there too. You two are in the running, I'm sure. I know some people have sent it in without showing anybody. So, but from what I've seen, man, those 2 mechs are dope. So back to the wave. Who else? The bat with the gold touch, crazy. I love it. And I went all in on Iron Grenadiers. This is my favorite subline as a kid. I was 88. I was 9 years old. This was right in my friggin' wheelhouse of G.I. Joe. I was right there, 9 years old, going to Ann and Hope, Ames, Zare, hunting figures, hoping my mom had $2.79 to give me because that's how much they were. I even remember the price. $2.69 they were in the beginning, then they went up to $2.79. They always went up by 10 cents. But what the fuck was I saying? Oh, about the wave. No, I wasn't, but I'm gonna get back to the wave. Storm Shadow, that head neck area, it's concerning, but it's not worthy of buying to me. It's just he's got a little short neck, and maybe we can figure out something, some kind of something that can adjust that. I'm sure all these people that take photos will figure it out. And I saw Tony's figs on DC figures. He'd be doing neck extensions and stuff. So it'll be figured out. Don't stress. Don't hate the line. Don't fall out of love with the line. Mistakes are going to happen. We're all human. Even the people that make your toys, they're human. Treat them as such. I mean, nobody's perfect. All right, so on that ramble, I'm going to get out of here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the end part. I'm going to try to, speak my mind a little bit more. And Pop Linda, if you see this, hit me up. I'll hit up DS and we can talk, bro. All right. On that effect. No, not on that effect. Yo Joe or something to that effect. All right. Peace.